Hey, buddy. Welcome to Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body. And tonight we are doing the Ileocecal Valve. So if you guys haven't heard of it, it's like my what? So I'll tell you a little background while some folks get on. I'll tell you a little background on how I found that this week and that it was really, really important. But first off, while folks are getting in, I'm just going to let you know. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Say hello in the comments so I know you're here. I see some folks coming in. Whereas just wanted to let you guys know that today we're doing some mini readings and balancing for the ileocecal valve, which I'm going to explain in a minute if you don't know what it is. But I also let you save the date. In November this year, I'll have my first Nutritional Energetics retreat here at the Lake Clear Lodge. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Vicki. Hello. Thanks for saying hello. And let me know where you're from, too. I love to see where everybody is from. Got Cindy here and Vicki here. And in my Nutritional Energetic Support group, hey, Monica. Hey, Heidi. In my Nutritional Energetic Support group, I had posted this because earlier this week, I found out that my ileocecal valve wasn't doing so great. And I'll tell you where it is in just a minute if you guys don't know. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. Oh, hey, Texas, how you doing? We just had somebody here from Texas for a retreat, actually. No, it wasn't Texas. It was somewhere near it. I kept thinking he was Texas, but he wasn't. Anyway, nice to see everybody from all over. We're in the Adirondack Mountains in Indiana. Hey, Monica. Missouri, perfect. Thank you. I always think it's amazing that this does this, right? That we can connect with people from all over. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? So we have the ileocecal valve. Now, I don't know if you want to comment in there and see if anybody's ever heard of that. Kind of a crazy thing. It is, let's see. We're doing, hi, Carla, and Utah. Yes, we have Utah in the house. So I found out that like everything is made in Utah, like our Young Living essential oils and all sorts of stuff. The ileocecal valve. Now, I was doing a session on a client earlier this week, and I thought, well, I'm going to go into a little bit of body code myself and do some for myself. But feeling a little bloated or whatever. Now, just so you know, where's my little diagram here? I have it here. The ileocecal valve is something between, it's a valve basically between your small intestine and your large intestine. So I have a diagram here. There's also the Houston valve, which, it's the valve that opens and closes when needed to bring what's in the small intestine into the large intestine. And we talk about digestion. Oh, is my digestion good or not good? Or am I taking probiotics or not? Well, there's this little valve that, come to find out, I know more about the ileocecal valve now than I ever planned on this week. Hey, Jerry, and Josephine, and Nita, hi there. So the ileocecal valve, basically, if you take your fingers, basically 4 fingers under the belly button, and then 4 fingers to the right. And that's about where your ileocecal valve is. It's a valve, again, that keeps, it opens and closes to let digested material into the large intestine and keeps it from flowing back into the small intestine. And it really can be, it's blamed for a bunch of everything from neck stiffness, which I've had recently. And I'm like, really? To irritability and, sometimes sudden low back pain, but all sorts of crazy symptoms. Look it up. It's like all these crazy symptoms because, the ileocecal valve, who knew, right? So if you want, I'll try and do some readings on you. I posted this in my Nutritional Energetic Support group. And I said, if you want me to do a reading, go ahead. And if you want me to, and there are, so I do want to say, I'm going to start a coding with everybody listening to this program now. And all the folks in my Nutritional Energetic Support group, we're going to include them. For those that couldn't be here, said yes, they wanted to be here within our little mini healing and readings here. So if you want me to see how happy your ileocecal valve is, just say yes, and I'll try and keep up with that in the comments. If I miss you, I always, I'm afraid I'm going to miss somebody, but I'll do it afterwards. And we can see how happy your ileocecal valve is. It comes up, when I do body code, it comes up a lot. I mean, much more. There's tons of things in the body code, and ileocecal valve comes up a lot. And it's I'm like, oh, ileocecal valve. So thank you, Vicki. Okay, I see a yes on Vicki there. So let's see how happy your ileos, and I'll do it in percentage. And the percent happy means how optimal, basically mean optimal function. Does it also reflect on bowel movements? Yeah, because it can't get into the material in your small intestine. Sometimes the valve stays open, and sometimes it stays closed, and sometimes, I don't know, have you ever felt a little flutter in there? Sometimes it flutters. And different causes, but we won't go into the causes today. This is really energetic, and you can really look it up, but it's like, check your ileocecal valve. So, okay, I got a lot of you here, so I'm going to start testing here. Vicki, I think that started with you there. So I'm going to try and go through. If I miss anybody, sorry, or put it in again. And then we'll do some activations and send over some light wave and some for the chakras. The chakras that are basically affected, well, what I did first was the spine basically can be anywhere from T11 to L4. So, you know, kind of mid lower back in your spine area when you talk about energetic with the heart line. The chakras that are affected are really kind of the second and third, and we'll give you some chakra colors for that and see how your ileocecal valve is. I actually created a program for this because, and I will put it up. It is at, if anybody wants to join in, I'm going to do a live 30-minute class, and I am charging this $22 this. Well, I'll put this up here because it's kind of important. I thought, oh my goodness, I can do my 90. I can make an aquaware program. We have numbers for the different area and different food preparations that help basically digestion, but this ileocecal valve has kind of got me intrigued. And something that we hardly ever test really unless it comes up, like on the body code or other people know it energetically or even physically. So, okay, let me stop babbling as usual and do some reading here. Mine was less than 10% this week. So I made myself an aquaware program and I just started drinking that. I think I'm up to about 90% now. And after this major energetic stuff this past week, I don't know if you guys felt it, I was kind of a mess, and I was like, there's got to be something big going on, because usually I can pretty much flow through those. And this is, you know, kind of as above, so below. This is the flow of digested material to get rid of eventually in the large intestine. So to me, it went, okay, we're getting we're digesting a lot of stuff, but this valve is really kind of like the portal to get rid of our crap, right? So, and above, so below, and if things kind of manifest physically, there you go. And my valve wasn't working real great. Okay, so Vicki, let's start occurring. And how happy, what I'm going to say is how happy is your ileocecal valve, and I'm going to come up with a percentage. That means the percentage of optimal function. But that's pretty much as far as we're going to go today, except sending some energetic infusions in. So, Vicki, how happy is your ileocecal valve? Is it over 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? Over 70, 69, about 70% happy. Not too bad. And when I did this on my support group, people were testing my readings too, and we were getting them. So, you know, you can't make this stuff up. And they were coming out with the same. Kind of cool. Kelly, how happy is Kelly's ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, 30, over 40, is this true? Over 50, 60, 70, over 80, is this true? 80%, 90%, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. Is this true? 99. Whoa, you've got a good functioning ileocecal valve. In my support group, when some folks had some higher function, they said, oh yeah, I've been working on that, so that's great. And so it was really kind of cool. Nita, how happy is your ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Is this true? 71, 72. Is it over 80? Is it over 80? Nope. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Okay, about 75. Heidi, how happy is Heidi's ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 92. About 92, Heidi. Did I get you before there? Yep, Vicky, I think I got you before. Monica. Monica, how happy is your ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, 30, over 40, is this true? Over 20, is this true? Over 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, about 34, Monica. Carla, how happy is Carla? Carla's ileocecal valve over 10, 20, 30, 40, over 50. No, over 40. Yes, 41, 42, about 42, 43. Okay. Hey, Christy, how are you? Let's see. You're welcome. Okay, we got Carla, right? Carla, we got you. Pat, how happy is Pat? Ileocecal valve is over 10, 20, 30, 40, over 40. No, over 30. Yes, 31, 32, 33, about 33. What I was doing a few days ago, just after that big energetic shift of whatever that was, there were a lot of people's were really low. I'm hoping that now people have gotten higher. Mine has, because I thank you for sharing, Christy. Josephine, how happy is your ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, 30, 40, is it over 50%? Is this true? Over 60, over 70, over 80. Nope, over 79, so about 80. Christy, thank you for sharing. Vicky, yeah. Cindy, gotcha. Cindy, how did I get you before? I don't think so. Was there another Cindy? Trying to go through this. I don't think so. I don't think so, Cindy, right? Cindy, over 10, over 50. Let's start with 50. Over 50, over 40, 41, 42, 43. So about 43. Penn. Okay, Penn Smith, how happy is your ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, 30, 40. Over 40, nope, over 30. Yes, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So about 36. So just if you guys want to, in terms of, like I said, just kind of bloating, I don't remember to kind of check that sometimes. Yeah, I think I got you now, Cindy, right? I don't think to check that, because we check digestion, we check, energetic flow, we check all this kind of stuff. And then this is kind of a silly little valve that's sitting there waiting for us to check it. And we can even do that energetically. Hi, Dorothea. How happy is Dorothea's ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, 30, over 30, over 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, about 25, 24, 25. So again, if you have just come in, if I can, wherever I put my little diagram here, oh, there it is. So the ileocecal valve, I'll just say it again in case people have come on. There's also the Houston valve on the other side, but we're talking about the ileocecal valve on the right side. And when I was doing some body code on myself, what happens for me is your ileocecal valve is right near your appendix. I don't know if you can tell me if anybody has had their appendix out. Especially if you, I check by, how do I check by muscle testing and just saying how happy is your ileocecal valve and doing a percentage of how happy, meaning how optimal functioning. And for me, I had an ovarian cyst when I was in high school. And I feel like my organs were harvested because they decided, oh, while we're in there, we're going to take your appendix. Because at that time, they didn't think it did a thing. So it was like, well, I might as well take your appendix so you don't have appendicitis. Well, thank you very much. I don't have my appendix. So for me, the case is I should really check that a fair amount because I don't have that appendix to, your appendix is kind of a safety mechanism for the bacteria as well. And I don't have that. So that's something I need to remember to check off and on is my ileocecal valve. And I also have, so we have a scar there. So I have a scar. And scarring actually doesn't let, according to Jerry Tennant, which I've read up on about a lot, the scarring also doesn't let energetic electrical impulses go through the meridians and you know, the area. And I have a scar, you know, I have a scar on the outside and probably on the inside because my appendix was taken out. So I probably have scarring in there as well, right near the ileocecal valve as well. So I am probably not getting optimal energy to that ileocecal valve to work properly all the time. So that's one thing that I thought was really interesting, especially for me, was the, you know, I thought, okay, my appendix is out, I have scar tissue, and that's right in that same area. So yeah, ovarian cyst, that was an interesting thing that happened. It was interesting because I didn't feel like anything was wrong. I went down to my sister's and I said, you better take me to the hospital. And sure enough, something was going on. So it was like I knew before the pain. But they took my appendix at the same time. So let's just do some light wave infusion. Up behind me is my light wave poster. And oddly enough, when you look at the digestive system in general, it's dark blue. So I thought my shirt kind of matched I didn't plan it. My shirt kind of matched my my sign today, and so does my pendulum. It's bright blue. So I'm doing the bright blue color here, which a royal blue is basically muscular. Let me just start run light wave and run some gold star light wave so we can get it through the wires here. Digestive is dark blue. So if anybody wants to receive some dark blue color in general for the digestive system, we'll spiral it around the general area of the digestive system, the small intestine, the large intestine, to keep those kind of balanced on either side of that ileocecal valve. And send some dark blue for the digestive system. And with the colors too, you can always, if you, it'd be interesting to kind of douse a color for the ileocecal valve. I have colors for different systems and different chakras, and we'll do the chakras next. We'll just send some dark blue in to kind of clear up that, go back to the energetics, and then we'll go back to the ileocecal valve and some nutritional frequencies. Let's see. In general, how balanced? We'll say balanced. How balanced is everyone on the call? How balanced is everyone's digestive system? Over 50%, 60%, over 60, over 50. So somewhere between 50 and 60 as an average for everybody who's listening right now. We'll send some dark blue. We're going to pick that up and send some dark blue to everybody on the call. We'll send some to everybody listening on the call as well, but right now I'm going to, when it gets up a little bit past, we'll say 55, at least in the 60s or 70s, I'll go to the chakra colors. So we're spiraling dark blue around the digestive system, mainly the small intestine and large intestine. It kind of goes around, right? So we'll kind of swirl it around, energy loves to swirl, so we'll spiral that around there for some balance for the digestive system as we intend our energies to go to optimal function of the ileocecal valve. And while I'm sending that, it says there's different, let me tell you the different symptoms that I found that go with the ileocecal valve. Everything, of course, from constipation to loose stools, depending on whether it's closed or open, obviously. Headaches, gas and bloating, insomnia, irritability, and the emotions can certainly, you know, if you're however closely you want to say the emotions go with your digestion, which of course they do in all different directions. But it was really interesting to see. There's also what I have up there on the screen. Hi, Teresa. What I have up on the screen, I'm actually doing a program. So you can either go there and sign up to get information on the program. Let's see if I hide that. Or you can actually go to Nourishing 9D. Trying to type that in, nourishing9d.com /store and sign up for the program if you want. I'm actually set a live class for June 30th, I believe, at about 8 o'clock right now. So you can sign up for that if you'd like and go to the store. I have different things there. But I'm going to do little mini programs on, I've done the pineal gland, I've done, so this is the ileocecal valve, I've done the liver. Liver is very important, especially in this as well. Liver is important. Let me see how we're doing with the energies here to go on. So how balanced is it? Over 60. Is it over 70? Is this true? Is it over 80? Okay, we got over 80. I don't know how much over 80, but we got over 80. So let's go on to the chakras. We're going to do the second and third chakra. Tangerine is the color of the second chakra. So we're going to send tangerine to the second chakra because that's governed around that ileocecal valve as well. So that is the second chakra, basically, and anybody who has these issues, while we're sending tangerine to the second chakra, it governs the reproductive system, the testes and prostate, the middle spine, the lower back, sexual organs in women, the ovaries, the kidneys, the bladder, and the large intestine, adrenal glands, and regulates the immune system and metabolism. So sending some tangerine to the second chakra. In terms of balancing some physical issues within our body and the energetics of that system. I didn't take a reading, but we'll move to, oh, hi, Teresa, I'll do yours and Kristen's. We'll move to the third chakra, which is lemon yellow. So lemon yellow around the third chakra, the solar plexus, spiraling lemon yellow. And if anybody wants to hear the systems that are governed with the solar plexus as well, this is good for anything as well as what we're doing. Governs the pancreas, the stomach, the liver, the gallbladder, the small intestine, the spleen, and upper abdomen. So again, the liver meridian actually crosses where the ileocecal valve is. So sometimes when your ileocecal valve isn't working correctly, it actually puts a little strain on the liver. And the liver is one where everybody can use some help a lot. And Teresa, let's see how happy your ileocecal valve is. So how happy is Teresa's ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, over 30, 40, over 50. Is it over 60? Over 70, over 80. Is it over 80? Changing around 80, 79, 70. So around 78. So that's for Teresa. And I'm going to send a little amber color to the liver too. Still sending the yellow for the solar plexus and that whole area. And you can just see it kind of light up and brighten up with any of those colors that you feel you need most, any and all. I was doing a reading on somebody in my nutritional energetic support group, and I've been working more with just feeling rather than dowsing, and it's been pretty cool. And I said, I don't know, but I'm getting blue dots, and I think it was spiraling colors or something. What did I say? Oh, rainbow spirals. And she was dowsing the same thing that I was and checking my dowsing for her ileocecal valve. And she got a yes on the blue. It was blue dots and spirals. And she says, what does that mean? I said, well, I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I got when I saw it. So that's pretty cool. And then we talked about it later. But okay, so Kristen. How happy is Kristen's ileocecal valve? Over 10, 20, over 20. Over 20%, over 10%, over 20%. Okay, is it over 20? Getting 21, over 25, over 20, 21, 22, 23. So around 23. Hi, Jamie. So let's send some energies to all those ileocecal valves. Sorry, just seeing valves in my head. You don't want to know. They're just funny. Okay. So we want the valves to be clicked into when they're supposed to open, when they're supposed to close, be energetically aligned with the function that they were designed for physically. And we want to clear all the energetics. I'm just going to clear out with everybody on the call. We're going to do on the call. I'm just going to kind of pull out and clear some energies as well. You can spiral those colors around that we were doing. And we're just going to kind of smooth and pull out some discordant energies. Whoever needs kind of the basically the coordination between your small intestine and large intestine. Really, it's coordination between, you know, one kind of organ and another, right? And that's, of course, what we always have to have optimal function, but it's the coordination to two, you know, right next to each other that need to coordinate themselves and be happy with each other. Talk to each other, communication. So, I just think that communication for those two and whatever else. So let's command that we allow, have the right permission and ability to allow communication between our small intestine and large intestine, whatever that means in terms of communication, whether it's, you know, body, brain, spirit, whatever our issues are, for communication for those two, for the valve to work well. And I'm going to pick up some amber and send that to the liver as well. The liver, of course, is where we hold anger, and there's so many things right now that probably just ping our system sometimes. Yeah, rose water. It's funny because I've been using some rose cream. I've been taking my rose essential oil and been using some rose cream lately. So funny that comes up. Did you guys know roses are a fifth-dimensional flower? I always thought that was really cool. And there's a story about manifesting roses that are really cool. Okay, so let's see what the average, so after the energetics, do we need, let's ask if we need more chakra energy. Yes, so the tangerine, the solar plexus. Okay, so we need more solar plexus energy. So let me pick that up again, the lemon yellow, and send out some more solar plexus third chakra color. And if you want, right in your third chakra, well, here, I'll give you a visual here too. I like, seventh is rose pink, speaking of rose, actually. But just right in that area, of course, just think of a beautiful sun. It was a beautiful day here in the Adirondacks. It's been terrible. Off and on, I should say. Just brighten some pulse, some lemon yellow, spiral pulsing lemon yellow. And then I'll just do a general percentage to see if it goes up. And again, on the other side is your Houston valve. I haven't really looked into that. I don't know if anybody here knows what the Houston valve is, but that's on the other side. I don't know exactly what organ it's in or if it's between any of them, actually, the Houston valve, but I figure we'd stick with our ileocecal valve because it does come up a lot. Okay, so is that enough lemon yellow? Okay, so let's cocoon all these colors in white light and everything that you've received today, chosen to receive, needed to receive. And then it's getting a little late, but I'm going to go on to the sending some frequency infusions, the light wave infusions, for basically the physical basic infusion. So this is good for anything. So if you want this to intend to go to any particular physical issue, some energetics, you can intend that to those particular areas as well. So let's send the frequencies of Noah's Ark, of the Pleiades, of the night sky and stars, apple cider vinegar, oddly enough, right, for digestion even, the tree of life, frequencies of amber, of rose quartz, so there's our rose and quartz, bees, frequencies of longevity, of Archangel Raphael, of moderation and obedience for virtues, of garlic, frankincense, huckleberry, and bulgur wheat. Okay, so let's just see how happy. I didn't do a general overall percentage, but as a general percentage for everybody who is listening in now, how happy is their ileocecal valve? Is it above 50%? Okay, because we had some low and some high, obviously. Is it over 80%? Over 90%, is this true? 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, is this true? 97, 98, 99. Okay, we're at about 99, so keep that, we'll cocoon that energy in, and we'll keep that energy in there for you for a while. And let's command that stay with us all night long. Balance the small and large intestine and the ileocecal valve. And I'm going to put this this up again. That is where you can sign up for my programs or the ileocecal program. There's Aquaware. I made an Aquaware water. We have frequency numbers. There's an ileocecal self-massage PDF and some other bonuses for you as well. So if you want to join us in the program, I forgot how much I miss doing classes with you guys in terms of classes. So I'm starting up some little classes again that hopefully will be financially easy for you guys, but also paying some of the things that get forgotten within our bodies. So thanks a lot for joining in, and thank you for sharing so much. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.